I want to discuss some of the problems that Lithuanian type of Judaism has today. Um, I guess the problems and perhaps possible solutions. Um, Lithuanian Judaism is based on the model that the Torah and the Talmud is the basis of Jewish spirituality. That's a model that I accept. I don't think that later Kabbalistic works provide a proper model for Jewish spirituality, simply because I think that a lot of it's based on fraud, is dishonest, or scams, and sometimes mixed with not such good energies. So I do think that the Lithuanian model of Jewish spirituality is correct, not the more current Kabbalistic models. So what are the problems that Lithuanian Judaism has today? Well, first of all, no intellectual authority, which is kind of ironic, considering, like, coming from Vilna, sort of like the reason was supposed to be well, it is. I mean, the Rambam's model also, it's supposed to be very important, and relating to God on the basis of reason, connecting one's reason to the seichel, the mind of God, is basically how Devekus was, at least in the Chovat Levavot. At least that his model of spirituality. That's the obligations of the heart. But let me just say that one of the basic problem that confronts Lithuanian Judaism today is that it doesn't really provide much of an alternative for for current fads that go on within Judaism. Doesn't have so for a person to have like independent thoughts, there needs to be some type of alternative, and a lot of times people, they're looking for some type of they don't have time or effort to figure out some type of alternative to what's presented for them. So they just sort of accept like the current opinion. They're looking for in Litvish world. If you're looking for ruchaniyut, for spirituality, well, you open up a Chassidish forum, right? The Sfat Emet or other things. There's nothing really within the Litvish world, even within Musar, that really provides that taste of spirituality. And this is where the Talmud used to be important, because the Talmud provided like a counterpoint towards all types of fads that were going on. It provided an anchor for the Jewish people from the time that it was written down and until today, and it provided like sort of a and it sort of had a worldview to it, and I guess the main problem was that I guess Gershom Shalom mentioned the problem with there was like one of the false Messiah movements that came right before the Baal Shem Tov. That he says that one of the major problems in that movement was it just sort of sapped the spirituality out of like the old type of Judaism, just Talmud study and just being a kosher yid, a decent person, and Talmud study in the evening, like learning Mishnah. That was like from very early times. That was sort of what people did in synagogues. They went there between Mincha and Marav. They did their Parak Mishnah, one chapter of Mishnah. Something like that dried up. So people looking for spirituality just had to go into Chassidut or something, and then sort of some of the problems in the origin of Chassidut just don't become relevant, because people are just like they need to satisfy a need. They're looking for like the elixir of life, health, society to live in, basically unrational principles. Some of the problems of the origin of Chassidut actually brought up in a couple of books today from Hebrew University. You can sort of find them, like in Professor Moshe Idel, his circle, and Yosef Dan. I don't know if he's the author of one of them. I one time met him, and he told me he was like working on some other book. But there's a few books about the connection between Chassidut and these other not such kosher movements. So, okay, well, thank you.